Down. You ready? Check. Watch that in. Got his right.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
We're good.
Now they try the right side here. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Monday, down. 185. I got him. That's up.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Carr going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 23-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
I'm going to run you over. Check, lucky. Kill.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Second year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. X3. 218. Jump. Shoot.
On first down, Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
High 7. Rock it. Check. Ready.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got Allen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Running on first down, Eckler. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down, Chargers.
Here we go, set, and low back.
Knock down on this defense, knock down.
49 to Mike, 49 to Mike. Look at me, go. 36. Get.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Marr on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Raiders 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Raider 9.
Carr now to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 47.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Carr completes it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Carr now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side, and this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Colby Listenby, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. To throw on second down. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Right at the 40. Back to throw. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
A gain of 12 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 734.
Here's Carr to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Carr now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Raiders 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
65, 618.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Colby Listenby with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down. Herbert caught by Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Carr now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
At the 47-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Going up top. This is caught at the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. The Charger drive about to get going. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert, he's going to fire one deep. Middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Eckler. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go. Bravo.
2nd and 5. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for this.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Let's go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Leo, hit.
Back to throw. Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Chargers.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read. General West. Hey. Beat them.
Looking to throw. Herbert for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It's Eckler again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Go! Express!
On 1st down, Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. On 2nd and 10, Carr, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's second down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. Herbert going deep here. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
60-yard.
Going on the ground with Eckler. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And some room to run now. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Now this throw caught left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Let's go, D.
On 1st and 10, Herbert throwing right, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Definitely belong.
Complete to number 8. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard
Go.
brings up
90
second and
Wolf.
3.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
Ready.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They run it with Jacobs, and he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got you.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll run here with Eckler and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
15-9. 15-9.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Check out, check out. Hey,
49
Delta.
yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go, D. Switch.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week. In practice, usually on a Friday, they go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you
through an opening, and there he goes. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this. This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
He's back to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. Got some room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they